Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Jewel. I'm going to do a mini series on some ideas to do with these plain beverage bags. Now, we're going to make a couple of different things. So today we are going to transform these bags, and I'm going to show you into this, which is kind of a leather look, and then it's going to end up looking like this, where it will become a insert for your journal. You can sew it in. Okay, so that's what we're going to do today, and I'm going to show you exactly that process and how I got to it, and all the flips and folds and tucks and all of that for that project. Then in the next video, we are going to be making some really fun paper bag journals with fabric and scraps and trims. Okay, now I usually keep a stack of items handy. When I sell a journal, I always add a prize in it, but usually they're a little smaller than this, so this one I might pop in there. But I made a few extras this time because I'm going to be giving away some of these in this upcoming month, and I'm going to actually choose the recipients as opposed to do a drawing. And there are some really special ladies that have been there consistently with me, and also that have, let me just show you a few of these while I'm talking. That have, they comment on nearly every video and do a thumbs up and then encourage me. So I just want to thank them. And so some of you may be hearing your names. So I made a variety of different ones of these, and we will do more of a flip through of these later. But we are going to do, these are mini journals with some flips and stuff on the inside. So with that, let me tell you where you get these. If you guys don't have these in your stash, you can get them at the grocery store or the liquor store. And they will put wine in these bags. Also, when I'm in shopping and I buy glass vinegars or anything like that, I always ask them to put them in a beverage bag. Now, they do come in different sizes. I only have the small sizes right now, but like for instance, let me see. Some of these, see, these are larger, and this one's larger, and I kept the gussets in these, and I'm going to explain the reason for that. But the gussets are not in this because this is a completely different project. So you can see how much larger this bag is. So try to get different sizes. So we're going to work with these little ones today for the inserts. And I'm going to show you exactly what I did to get to this process. And then we are going to actually decorate one. Now I'm working on a daisy themed yellow and white. Let me show you the cover real quick. So I'm going to decorate this one today to fit into this journal. Those of you that have been following me, you know I've been making some journal covers with my embroidered pieces. So I'm going to do an insert to go in this journal with you. But let's start. Now, I have some different color inks here. These are just different inks that I've experimented with that I like the color. And you can see these come in a variety. I mean, I've inked these all different ways to get different textures and different colors. So this one, as you can see, has a little bit more of a warmer color, and I think I used some spiced marmalade over top of some vintage photo and some walnut stain. This one I think it's just the walnut stain. But anyways, let's just play around a bit and see what we can come up with. Now, the first thing I do with these bags for my insert, the way I've done my insert is I'm going to cut off this edge right here. And I'm also going to cut this open on this side, the closed end, okay? Then we're going to be left with this bag, and what I'm doing is to treat it, I'm going to just lay it flat. So I just took the, the gussets, I guess you call those gussets out. Okay, so let me go over that one more time. So you're going to cut off one side. The only reason why I'm cutting this off is because this is going to be folded over and going to be making a pocket. And you don't have to cut it off, but, and then you just flatten it out, okay? So let me put those aside and we'll work on this one. And we're not gonna do all of one side. I'm only gonna do one side to show you, and then we're going to be doing the Mod Podge on the top so that you get this, a little bit of a shine. This is not a high gloss. This is actually a matte, but it adds to the effect where it looks more like a piece of leather or an aged look. So, all right, first thing I'm going to do is, or second thing I should say, after I cut the ends off, is I'm simply going to wrinkle it up. And sometimes I do this a couple times depending on how much texture. And I'm actually just going to rip off this little piece here. Try not to rip the bag. Okay. All right. So with that, let's get in. I usually start with a vintage photo. And I use these makeup brushes. You don't have to. But I think I get a better, here, let me get a towel. I get a better coverage with them down inside, in between the wrinkles. And I just slightly wet my brush because I find it glides, I can get more ink that way, and it's a much quicker process. As opposed to when it's dry, it takes a little longer. So I just slightly wet it. And this is the distress ink. You can spritz it and put water on it, and okay, so I'm just going all over the bag. I think I might just do half of the, well, I'll see if I can get to the edge. I don't want to waste a lot of time on this because I want this to be a one-part video, because I want to be able to show you how I got the folds, and then we'll decorate it together, and then we'll stuff it together. So I like to use a variety of different bags and envelopes in my journals, and for storage and for adding notes and for little secret tuck spots and things like that. So this is a fun way to get creative, play with your inks, and create your own bag as opposed to, buying the already, printed bags. Okay, now with this one, I think I might just add just a tiny bit of the vintage photo, and I think I'm going to wrinkle this again just a little bit, because what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to run the vintage photo right like over the top. So, or not the vintage photo, this is walnut stain. It's a little bit darker, and see how it's there's peaks and valleys here. So on the peaks of the wrinkled part, it's pulling up more ink, so you have this, this more of a textured look. All right, so I think that's enough of that. So now I like both the spiced marmalade and the wild honey. Also, Rusty Hinge works well. And this adds a little bit of warmth to it. So, like with this one, I think I used, I don't know, I can't really tell. I think this one was the wild honey. But let's go ahead and see what we got. See, now you can see where it's just adding some warmth in there. The spiced marmalade is a little more, this is a little bit more of a yellow. And the spiced marmalade, and you can use all of them. I mean, and experiment to see what, you know, what you like best. And if any of you have done this technique on craft cardstock, I do a different technique actually on craft cardstock. I do have another thing up. See, now that's just a little bit too yellow for me, so I think I'm just going to come back and I don't have any problem with mixing my inks, but I will take a bit of this off. All right, let's add, let me put the wild honey back on. Let's add a little bit of the spiced marmalade. Yeah, that has a little richer tone, if you can see that. That's really pretty. I like that. All right, I probably would continue to work with this till I'm perfectly happy with it. I would come back and I think at this point and add a little bit more of the vintage photo to kind of just blend it all together over the top. But the next thing is real simple. Wait a minute. Spiced marmalade, wild honey, vintage photo, and walnut stain. Is I simply just add a very thin, real thin coat of the matte Mod Podge. If you want a shinier look, you can use the glossy Mod Podge, or you can just mix some Eileen's tacky glue or any white glue with some water and make your own. And there's other recipes on there if you want to make your own Mod Podge. All right, so, and that's pretty much it. And then I dry it. And you can put it aside to dry, or if you don't want to do that, you can use your heat gun. And I always put this back on here so I can get my lid off easier. All right, so I have one all dry over here. Okay, so I'm going to put that aside, and I'm going to show you. We're going to take this away because it's got some glue on it. How I folded this to get all these fun things. So the first thing I'm going to do is, let me see if this folds back. I'm going to do it this way. Is fold it in half, okay, because this will be sewn into your journal, or you can tuck it in, or you can even sew in papers in the middle if you want and make this into a mini journal. But I'm going to show you these other journals which are a little bit different. So I'm making this one as an insert for my journals. So okay, so we folded it in half, okay, and then I'm going to fold up right. See the line where the gusset is? I'm just going to fold that up, and that's going to become an inside pocket. Okay, so let me show you. That will be this pocket, okay? Then we are going to fold that back up, okay? And I'll go over this again with you. And fold this back like this, okay? And this is going to make a couple other pockets, and I'll show you that in a second. And then I'm gonna even it up and fold it back on the other side. So at this point, we are making, let me show you with this one. When we fold it back, and I'll show you where to glue it or where to sew it in a minute, and you don't have to sew this. I just reinforce with sewing. Where we have a tuck spot here, and then we have this fun little secret tuck spot here, and I've actually added some stamps in there. So there's going to be a little tuck spot right in here, right inside this bag right here. And then we have a little tuck spot here, and then we have a large tuck spot back here, and that will be the same on both sides. And then we have the tuck spots here. Now, I also made tuck spots at the top, so let me take these out so you can see them. And you can see I have, I just notched it, but what we have to do is we're gonna have to trim the top of that. So let me move this aside. So let me show you on this one. This one's empty. And so this is all, you know, open at the top. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna want to cut from here to where the fold is, from the fold to the fold. So you know, I don't know how I come up with these things. I just sit there and I played with the bag and I figured out where I wanted my tuck spots. And if any of you have been following me, you've seen some of my desk sets. It's kind of like a engineering process, but this is real simple. So now this is all open right in here. So I'm going to take my little thumb notch or my little round punch here, and I'm gonna make a little thumb notch on each side. Kind of eyeball the middle. Okay, so now that I'm gonna fold that back up, and we'll fold it back, and we'll fold it back again. Now, this is where you're going to either do your sewing, and if you're gonna sew this, okay, you can have another tuck spot in here, but I'm gonna glue this shut so it gives it a more of it's more heavy duty, because we have this fun little tuck spot here, right in here, okay, and then we have this tuck spot here. So I'm gonna get my glue, and I'm gonna show you where you're gonna glue it. So if you were gonna sew it, you would only sew this part. So you would take it, fold it over, and then sew up to your fold. Okay, so, but we're gonna glue this. And then let me go over this one more time so you can see how I did this. And actually, I'll show you on a plain bag. I'll pull one of these bags over after. So we're going to glue, or sew these two pieces together right here. Okay. All right, and then you're just going to glue, I'm going to glue this, just the edge of this down, okay, because I want this to be a tuck spot here. But I'm not going to glue this little one, and that's for your little secret area there. So I am going to do this again in a second. All right. So now we have the little area in here, and we have an area in here. And then I'm just going to glue the top and the bottom of this tuck spot. And I would do that on both sides, obviously. So then we have this whole area for a tuck. We have the little area in here, and then we have the area here, and we will do the same thing on this other side. Okay, I have these two ready to go, but I'm going to show you one more time on this bag. So then also, if you open it up, then you have these two tucks here, this tuck spot here, this tuck spot here, then this tuck spot here, and this tuck spot here. And this is where it would get sewn into your signature, or it can just be tucked in. Okay, so I've got this flat. So I am going to fold up the bottom. Let's do this real quick, okay? I don't know if you can see it because it's not inked. Fold it in half. Okay, fold back each side as big as the pocket you want. Okay, you're going to just slit the top from the fold all the way over. Thumb notch these if you want, right here and here. Okay, so we've got it folded back up. The inside's taken care of. We are going to glue the two sides of the bag shut here. So let's say we did that. I don't want to waste my glue. And then we are going to, you can glue down the top and the bottom. So then we have that. And then you're just going to glue this part down. Okay? All right, so we're going to move on with that. So now we have, as you can see here, we are going to decorate one of these. So we have a pocket here, and we'll put some things in it, and a pocket here. And then in each side, I did a little mini booklet in the inside. So, you know, you go with your project, you know, whatever journal you're working on, or, you know, like it's a little ephemera holder basically. And then I've got a tuck spot here. I've got a little ticket here in that tuck spot. I decorated this. I've got two little stamps in these that can be moved through your journal, and you can pop anything you want in there. I just decided to put some stickers in there and stamps in there. So, and I did the same thing on this side. So I have another journaling card here. So we've got the little booklets. We have two journaling cards or tags, whatever you want, call them. I've got another ticket here. I decorated this. I have a little charm, and then I have a couple more stamps, sticker stamps to move throughout. Okay, so we're going to decorate this one. So I'm going to use one of these two that are ready to go. Move this aside. And I'm using, it doesn't really matter. Looks a little bit yellower because this is going to be a yellow theme journal. You know, I showed you the cover. Okay, so I have some items here, and I have some trims, and we will figure out what we're gonna do here. So the first thing I think I want to do is I want to decorate these two pockets here. Look at that thumb notch is way off, isn't it? That thumb notch. Let me see if the thumb notch on this one's a little bit better. Yeah, that's a little bit better. But the color's it's too orangey, so I'm just gonna go with this one. You can see how much different each one is so unique. It just depends on the way you crumbled them together. Okay, so I have some trims here, and this I had made for a bee journal I did a couple years ago. This has a little yellow in it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out my scrap box here. And I will list these digitals of the kit here that I'm using. Well, this is a ephemera that I had in my stash, but I'll list that below. Okay, I think what I want to do is I'm going to do a little layering of fabrics on that pocket. And let's see what we got. Let me move that over there. Okay, so let's just see what this looks like. This is coffee stained muslin. And this is just some trims, cotton trims. Okay, so let me cut a piece of this. Probably about that. Okay, and I think I will glue a piece of this on each side. Maybe about this size. There we go. And let me see, about the same size on the other side. Now you can glue these, I'm gonna just glue them all down, but I think normally I would probably take this to the machine. And let's see how much I have here. I like this little yellow piece here. So I just want this a little smaller. Oh, this is actually the back side. That's the front side. All right, so then that'll go there, and we'll put that there, and then we'll add something fun on there. Okay, oh, here's some little yellow buds here. So, right here. Okay. Let's tear it, probably leave the strings, get that real aged kind of look, because this is, you know, like an aged piece. All right, let's glue this on here, and then we will figure out what we want to put on top of that just to make a little decoration. This one, let me see. I did... Oh, I used this fun canvas kind of fabric, and then I just added a couple little words. I have a couple little words over here, a couple little somethings I'll put on there. I have I think a couple more videos that I did a while back. Where I did some things with beverage bags. And to be honest with you, I have to go back and look at my videos because I don't know what I did. I know I made something with them more than once. I think I collaged. I don't know. I have to go back and look. Might have collaged them or made another journal out of them maybe. I don't know. Let's add this right on the top. I think I'll do that over here. Oops, I keep looking at the wrong side of the fabric. And the reason why I made that is I had so many of those bags underneath, and I decided that I was going to start using up some of my scraps and things like that. I did another video last week, or I think, yeah, it was last week or late in the week before, a little scrap buster video. So if you missed that, go back and look at that if you're looking for different ways to, you know, use up your stash. Okay, let's figure out what we're going to put on here. I've got some fun. Okay, this says journal. This says notes. So let me ink those, and maybe I'll just pop those on there like that. And I think I might do a little gem or something there. Okay, let me grab my this doesn't look. Whoops. Oh, you know, that's old. Just gonna do some vintage photo. If I had a little bit more time, I probably would maybe do one more layer. I think I'll just do it, pop it right in the middle under this. See if I can somewhat get it in the middle. Let me check my time. 31. Okay. I might come back later and just put a little rhinestone in the corners here or something. But for time, okay, I want to, we're going to decorate the other side, but I want to figure out what I'm going to pop in here and see if we will. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have cut these down, and no, those would have been too small, or too small, so that wouldn't. I just saw that. I'm looking over here at some things I have. Okay, I'm gonna ink this out. I think I'm gonna put this one on one side and this one on the other. This one's a little bit too big though. I think this one I'll tuck in. It's got stuck together somewhere. Okay. Tuck in here. So I'll probably put this one on this side and this one on this side. So let's go ahead and decorate those. Okay, what do I have over here? I pulled out a couple of things. Okay, I had these little round ones where I had that. This is fun. That's a brad. These cute little, oh, these might go on the outside. These are cute. I have a, oh, you know what I could have done? If I could find a small button, I could have sewn a button on here. But that's okay. All right, I think just to do this real simple and quick for the essence of time. I don't like that. I love this yellow rickrack. Let's put a little yellow rickrack. Okay, let's see. I also have this. I'm gonna put the rickrack over the top. Yeah, that's fun. Cut a piece of that. Put that up there. I backed these with manila cardstock and sewed around them. Nice and bright and cheery. Okay, I'm gonna put a little hole in here, and I'm gonna add this fun brad right on the top of that. Let me see. Let's use my small hole punch. Probably should let that dry a little bit more, but we don't have time for that, do we? Okay. A little button, some cheesecloth, a little whatever. Okay, so that will pop right in there. And on this side, let's see. Let me find the right size hole punch. I think that's about I don't know if I have a small enough actually for that. Let me see, that's too small. So my next size that I have is this. So it might be a little big, but that's okay. I like this little girl right here, so it's fine. Hank around. All right, I'm going to take this off. There we go. And we will glue this on. I might come back and put the bee on the back side, but for time's sake right now, I'll just do the one side. Let's let that dry. Let's pop the hole through the front. Pop a hole. Let me see. No, I want to do this. And put an eyelet in there. Let me see. Grab my eyelets. Try to find a little fabric, I think. Okay, and that ball pin. Now, do I just want to hang that just like that? Yeah, I think I'll just hang it like that because I'll do some fabric on this. I'm not going to really have time to do that. So you'll see this up here, and I did have this this fabric right here that I thought was kind of cute. It had the little yellow, or this lace. So I might use that. And I'm just gonna hang it. If it hangs okay. If it doesn't, I might have to put a little fabric up there or go look for some sari and hang the sari. I think we'll leave it like that for now. I might come in out if I have some, I think I have some pale green. Yeah, I have this pale green sari. That would be cute. So the next video I'll share the finished project. Okay, now, so that's what's going to go on the inside. So let me pull them out because we've got to decorate this. So next I want to decorate that because I want to pop in some more of these, that's not it. I have them over here somewhere. Some of those sticker stamps. Here they are. 2 on the inside of each of these little tuck spots. Okay, then I need to choose something for each side to tuck in here. So I want to pull in the yellow. So I had these. So I'll probably put that one in, and then maybe that one, and then these 2. Oh, I like this. This one and this one. Yeah, I like that. On this side or the other side, like that. Okay, and then I had these little tags. I thought these would be super cute here if they fit. Let me see if I have one that's a little bit more narrow. Yeah, I think I can get that in there. Let me see. I might have to... Let me try the other side, see if I can fit it in this side. Yeah, they fit. Okay, and then I think what I'll do is I'll just put a little hole here and a little eyelet. But let's go ahead and decorate this real quick. I've got some cheesecloth. I have some tickets. That'd be fun. Let's do a little cheesecloth. Here we go. I got these little stamps. Let me just ink this. Let me put that cheesecloth on there. Just simple. I have to ink all of my ephemera pieces after too. Okay, so I'll do this next. And then I want to add maybe a button, or I don't think I have a small enough button on my desk. Put a little button there, or we could do, I had some little words, some little numbers. I like numbers. 1408. This is cute too. Ah, that's cute. Might pop that in there. I'll trim this a little bit narrower. I'll pop that in on this side. And then I'll pop one of those other little doohickeys, little taggies on the other side. Maybe add a couple of little stamps in with the stickers right here. Could do that. Let me see. I put that right there. I could have put it over top of a little fabric piece, but okay, so we've got that little bit on this side. I'll come back and ink these, cut that down so it fits better. Then we just need to do something on this side. I love this little trim. Let me see what else I have. I might make it similar to the other side. Oh, I've got this. I've got this. Let me see what we've got. Let me get my other scissors. Let me see what else I've got over here. Yeah, I think I'll just use one of these. It's whatever I've got. I just pulled from that kit that I was working with. All right, that's too big. Let me cut it down a little bit. like that. A little bit of an angle, and let me see what I have over here. I think this is too small. That's okay. Kind of like that rose. Really, what I should have done is made a little like this. And then like that. And I think I will. I think I'll sew that and I'll do it that way. So like that. Okay, guys, we really don't have any more time. So you will see the finished project next time, and then we will get into making the little journals with our paper bags. And that one, those I fold completely different. So come on back and watch. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you have a blessed day. Bye-bye.